Hello, my wonderful friends. Megas with you on a beautiful day in Asha, and I'm so excited about today's message. I'm going to entitle it A Safe Place. And before we start this, though, I want to thank all of you. You guys touched my heart so much. All the beautiful comments. I missed you guys more than you know, and you guys have a special place in my heart. I love you so much. And if you got Asha, go ahead and grab it. And we're going to be reading from Asha 16 and Asha 2. In Asha 16, it says, God put the good mind, the divine spark in all his creatures, so it has a guide at all time, a guide that is directing our steps here in time space. It says it's how the seed knows to climb out of the ground and become a plant, how the planets stay their course. And here's the part I want you to get, and how man will find his way home to Asha. Underline this right here. It says, man shall find his way home to Asha truth. Why? Because God and man shall not be separated. Truth and man shall not be separated. Protection in man shall not be separated. Provision, peace. You cannot be separated from God. You're good. Why? Because he put that divine spark inside of you, my friends. And there's so much I want to touch on today, but I want to stay on course here. Okay, it goes on to say, living in truth is life without enemies. That's a pretty safe place, isn't it? When you live a life with no enemies. Why is that? For evil, the lie, and illusion is rendered nothing, no thing. It has no substance, no reality. So why be scared of it, my friend? Stay with me, guys. This is so powerful. Wait till we get to Asha 2. This is going to open up a whole new world for many of you. Many of you are already living in this and experiencing it already. But some of you, your life is going to change today. Can you imagine living in a safe place where there's no enemy? There's no sin, sickness, death, hell, diseases. I mean, all the things that the world is so scared of. But when you realize it's no thing, it's not reality, it's not substance, it's a smoke and mirrors, it's lie and illusion. Do you remember yesterday? One of the problems of this format of YouTube is speaking into a camera, and I can't always see your face and see if I'm explaining these things well. In yesterday's video, I talked about games, and I used football for an example. And you know, I was talking about how some people, they can get so upset about a game, where, I mean, some people, they could take it to extreme where they don't even want to live anymore because they feel like such a loser, and how those same games have been made up in religion and in politics and in society. I see it all the time, my friends. People giving me messages so depressed. I've talked so many people out of suicide, my friends, over these last few years because they don't fit into the game that the mixed monster mind has made. My friends, thank God that you don't fit into that game. It's a trap, it's a lie, it's illusion, it's no thing. And when those people come to the end of their life, they're the ones that are crying out, what was this all about? It makes no sense because the games make no sense. And you know, you can change it with a change of perception. A different mental state makes a different reality. Think about this. Okay, I'm not going to use football today. You got that idea and that analogy yesterday. But let's just talk about society. What society is telling you makes you a winner. What makes you good and acceptable. You know, and many people don't fit into that cookie cutter experience, and they don't want to, and they always feel out of place, and they feel like a fish out of water, and they don't belong in this world. But my friends, it's not the life that you don't belong into, it's that game, that idea, that mental idea and laws and rules that they made that you don't fit into. And you know, you can make your own game. All these games you see of you know, like I said, football, baseball, those things, down to religions, all the different religions, all the different politics and society and rules. Those are just games that people came together and made up. And here's the funny part. Are you guys still with me? Think about this. Then they reward you for getting their game right. right? If you're a good soldier, you go out there and you put your life on the line and kill all the enemies and bad guys and do your duty the best, and they'll give you a medal on your chest that they made to reward you. If you're a good student and you play their game, you learn their ideas, and you'll get a letter reward. You'll get an A plus, you know, and it's a reward that they've made up for a game that they made up. And people drive themselves crazy because they don't want to play that game. You can make up your own games. You can go out into nature and say, whoever finds the most waterfalls today is the winner. You can make up a game. Whoever goes into the city and feeds the most homeless people today is the winner. And you can feel good about yourself, and you're creating a reality and a game with laws and rules. My friends, you can even make up rewards to pin on your shirt. Maybe a little green leaf for the most waterfalls found. My friends, there's good things and good games and good ideas and good politics and good religions that you can make up. And my friends, but we have a guide inside of us to tell us if we're on the right track, and that's that divine spark that is inside of us, that God that is inside of us, and it's telling us the most simple thing ever. This is the whole message of the Magi. The whole message of the Megas channel is good and bad is bad. That's Asha 13. Good is good and bad is bad, and that's inside of us. So if we're making up religions, and we're making up society, and we're making up games, and we're making up politics that isn't the good, that's mixed with evil too. You hear it all the time. The end justifies the means. So they can go in and kill men, women, and children because in the end they're going to get the spoils. Or you know, you beat your child with a rod because in the end he's going to be a good tax-paying citizen. You know, just ridiculous ideas that in our heart we feel it's wrong, but it's part of the game that was presented to us, that it became our truth, and now we're creating from that truth. And we're creating a world that we don't like because it's not the highest truth. It's not the real above all real, like we talked about yesterday, my friends. Am I getting this through? My God, as I'm saying this out loud, I'm thinking I'm everywhere right now. I hope I'm explaining this in a way that you're grasping this, and I know many of you are. Okay, my friends. It says, living in truth is life without enemies. For evil, the lie and illusion is rendered nothing. Think about this. If truth is light, there is no darkness, my friends. You know, that's what I love about Asha 10. It says when you walk into a room and flip the switch and the light comes on, there's no big fight. The light just fills the room and the darkness is gone. When you're divine health, there's no big fight. Sickness and disease just dies when it touches you, when it comes into your atmosphere. My friends, when you're living in peace, there is no distress. When you are love, then hate and fear and greed can't come into this atmosphere. You're creating a safe place all around you, my friends, that we call first circle. And how do we do that? I'm glad you asked. Turn to Asha 2. Asha 2 says, perceive and understand. Our perceptions are everything. What do you perceive is truth. That's what's going to bring you your peace or your distress. That's what's going to bring your health or sickness. That's what's going to bring you love or fear and greed and hate. My friends, what is your perceptions? What's your perceptions of God? What's your perceptions of yourself? It says, perceive and understand only the good, and then you're allowing your experience to be good. Does that make sense? My God, I know you're getting this. And then I love this. It says, be aware at all times of your high standing. Always remember the covenant written on your mind that you might not forget. Remember, don't forget, you are a child of the King. You have that God light inside of you. Because my God, you come from good spirit, you're made of good spirit, and you will return to good spirit, because God and man shall not be divided. Remember, you're a child of the King. What does that mean? What is a child of the King? A child of the King is light. And where light is, darkness is not to be found. A child of the King is love, and where love is, there's no hate, fear, or greed. A child of the King is peace, and there is no discord in that vibration. And a child of the King is God good. Good God. You are one. That's the Christ mind. You are one with God good. My friends, you are in that family, in that vibration, in that mindset, in that perception, in that life. And that's what you create. So beautiful and so simple. What does God say of you? God says, that is my child. That is my light. That is my love. That is my peace. I suggest you start speaking the word that God speaks over you. The highest truth. The real above all real. Oh, I love you guys so much. And we'll see you next time.